Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. We have very exciting news to share with you, so please take notes and pay attention. To start our conference, we will have Michael Smith, our operations manager in the U.S. market. Welcome, Michael.
Hey, everybody. For those of you who have never met me, I'm Michael Smith, your operations manager. I've been privileged to have really met a lot of you around the country, especially at our success nights recently, and I can't wait to meet even more of you in the coming months. Tonight's call is about launching our Founders Plan for the United States, our next evolution of the extraordinary Fusion Evolution Plan. Our CEO and founder, Alvaro Zuniga-Benavides, promised us at the Dallas Explode event that we would have this new Founders Plan. When Alvaro envisions something, it comes to pass. When he gives his word, what he promises happens. This Founders Plan is an integral part of our 60 legendary days on the path to $1 billion initiative that Alvaro is fulfilling to close out 2016 strongly, flex our muscles on a global basis, and launch ourselves into the future with you. There are many things happening as part of this 60 legendary days. In the coming days and weeks, and note I didn't say months, we will have production fully operational in the United States. Our new packaging will be in English, both on the outer package as well as on the stick packs, and with many other upgrades. It's going to be exceptionally exciting to see Made in the USA on our packages. This is a pivotal time for our business. Years from now, you're going to mark on the calendar where you were at the end of 2016 with the Fusion business, as we move forward from being a top 100 company to being a top 10 company in the globe of network marketing. And we will do it with your help. You are the driving force. This 60 legendary days is about big changes and big jumps in performance. To that end, Fusion will have more and more thrilling announcements as we prepare for world domination. There will be many pivotal moments to come. For example, we're going to see European expansion in 2017, as well as Asia, upgrades to our infrastructure, key team additions, more R&D in the Amazon rainforest, and so very much more to come. So without delaying any longer, we want to get to the details of the USA Founders Plan. Please allow me to introduce my co-host for this announcement session, Fusion Diamond, Mr. Randy Gage.
Hey, Michael, great to be with you. And for you guys watching around the country, I want to share with you kind of the thinking behind this with Michael, Lena, Alvaro, the leadership team, the field leadership. There's a certain type of person that launches a company. You need a pioneering mindset. You need a work ethic. You need a different kind of mindset than somebody who joins a market that's already been in business for 5 years or 10 years. As you know, we're developing the mobile app right now. We're developing new marketing materials right now. We're expanding the product line. So a lot of you have been around since we had our launch. And you know you've been a part of that. Well, that's a different mentality, a different mindset, and it's a founder's mindset. And we also recognize the United States is the most developed economy that Fusion has ever operated in. We're operating in a lot of what really you have to say are third world economies where somebody makes a $25 builder's bonus. That's a big, big deal because that could be half a week's salary in some places. It could be a week's salary in some places. That's not the case in the United States. So what Alvaro has committed here is for 1 year for this plan. At the end of the year, we'll look at it, see where we are, and make the determination where we should go next. But he wanted to create something for you guys who are here right now making it happen and say, here, because you're a founder, because you have this special mindset, we're going to reward you even better. We're going to make sure you get rewarded for the pivotal and instrumental role you take in launching Fusion here in the U.S. So Michael will share with you some of the specifics of what that'll look like.
Absolutely. We're going to have a Founders Plan document ready for you on Thursday morning as we launch into this plan's going live. We want to share with you tonight individual slides on the fundamental differences between the Founders Plan and our Evolution Plan. So if I can have the first slide, please, Mariana. All right. First, some changes to the Preferred Customer Program. What we have been doing until this point is a simple 10% discount to your preferred customer. So what we're going to have now is your customer who buys from you online in individual orders is going to receive a 5% discount. But if they go on to auto ship, they're going to get a 15% discount, and every fourth product they buy, they're going to get a fifth product for free. This is really important because if you do the math, the preferred customer can actually have an incredibly good price on their products as they're getting this free product. This difference is really crucially important for us in our industry as we need to acquire more and more preferred customers to show that we have a legitimate business model to the government forces that are, looking at our industry very closely right now. Do you have anything to say about that, Randy?
We're going to reward the behavior we want, which is what you want every plan to do, and we are a customer-driven business at Fusion. We don't get paid to enroll people. We don't get paid a headhunter fee. We only make money when sachets get to the end consumer. So we're making it more attractive for customers, be able to order direct, save bigger with auto ship, and no matter which, every 4 boxes, you're going to have people that get 2 Termo tea and 2 no-carb tea every month, and now that every month they're going to get a free box of something else because the 5th box is free.
Absolutely. So that way, you can use that to launch into helping people look for new products to try, and of course, the more products people try, the more they want to buy because all of our products are fantastic. If we can go to the next slide, I want to talk about the compensation method on those preferred customers. So what happens a lot of times in our industry is when the retail price of a product is cut, the selling distributor is the one who loses out. We wanted to make sure that wasn't happening. So we're doing a number of things. First and foremost, you've got between 10 and 15, actually that's 25, the slide's wrong, but we'll fix that. So you've got between 10 and 25% retail profit as you sell to a direct customer, not on auto ship. And then when your customer buys on auto ship, you're going to have between 12.5% and 22.5% retail profit on those auto ship customers. So what we're doing, rather than completely strip away the retail profit when we're giving that big 15% discount to the customer, we're actually doing kind of a half and half, where we reduce some volume as we reduce that retail profit so that we can continue to pay the selling distributor who is doing the groundwork to acquire that customer. And then on the right side of the slide, you also see on that customer's initial orders in their first 2 weeks of ordering, but most of the time it's going to be on their first order, you're going to get a 10% override on the volume of the order in addition to the retail profit. And on future orders, as those customer orders are over 60 points, you're going to continue to get that additional 10% override on the volume of those orders. Did you have anything, Randy, to add?
No.
Cool. So let's go on to slide number 3. We also want to reward those of you who are out there pushing volume, whether it's to direct customers or to preferred customers. So we have a preferred customer bonus pool. So every month we're going to look at all of the volume from all of the personal customers globally, and we're going to put that 2% into a pool. And everyone whose personal volume was over 120 points is going to get a share in that pool. And everybody whose volume is over 360 points for the month is going to get 2 shares. And then that volume points, that's your orders and your personal customers' orders combined. So as you go out and get customers, you can get yourself shares in this growing global pool.
Just to clarify, I think, is this not, I believe it's just a U.S. pool, because this is,
Yeah, U.S. pool.
yeah, so not a global pool. It'll be all of the U.S. customers, because remember, those other countries, those team members don't have this pool. This is just a pool for you guys here in the States who are in the Founders Plan.
Sorry, I misspoke. Yeah, that's correct, Randy. So let's go ahead to slide 3. We've got a fast action bonus. We know that momentum is all about moving fast. And so we want you to help your people come on with purpose and with intention. So as you bring a person on with 100 points, and they put a person on their right and left with 100 points, they're going to get a $25 bonus. And any week that you are at 100 points and in your first cycle, you're going to get this bonus. You bring on a new person, he does 180 points in his first cycle, brings on a person right and left with 180, he's going to get a $60 bonus. The $60 bonus on 180 volume is a pretty significant amount of money, just as a little bit of a bonus to bring people on the right way with momentum.
Yeah, and the other thing you guys have probably noticed, if you think of the preferred customer bonus pool, you notice you got 2 shares when it was 360 point, because of course that's the culture we're trying to set as a team, is we're each making this commitment that yes, I will produce at least 360 points every month just with my preferred customers. I'm going to get 4, 5, 8, 10 customers and make sure I always have at least 360 points to get the pin, the preferred seating at the events, and the other perks. Same thing with the fast action bonus. This was an idea, by the way, Paul Devlin came up with months ago, which is, hey, what can we do to get people EF qualified right away? Can we reward them in some way? And as we looked at it, this was the result that came out of that, was this fast action bonus. And you see, to get, instead of $25, get $60 if you have 180 on each side, then you've already qualified for that 360-point program for the month.
And that person who comes on with 180 volume and puts a person at 180 on both sides is well on their way to rank in that first week. All right, let's go to the next slide. We've got the connector override. I'm really happy with this bonus, because what we've done is we took a number of bonuses that we had that were kind of complex, where you were getting, this percentage in these weeks and that percentage in those weeks, and we just smoothed it out for simplicity's sake. You will get a 10% override on the volume points of your personal enrollees as long as they order over 20 points. This is your reward for keeping your personal enrollees active in the system. It's pretty simple. As long as you have 60 points yourself and you're keeping your personal enrollees active, you're going to be getting a 10% override on all of their orders. All right, let's go to the next slide. Randy wants to move along because the Cubs are playing. We've got our matching builders bonus. So this is a little bit complex, but what we wanted to really do was focus on that fundamental period, that pivotal time when you bring a person on board. Their first 3 months in the business is crucial. If you can get them launched correctly in that period of time, you can have a new entrepreneur, a new team member for life. So we talked about this just last week as we launched this. This is exactly as we launched it, but it's simply that in the first 12 weeks of your new personal enrollees' time, they can, as they hit their ranks of executive, senior executive, and bronze, you can receive up to $780 in matching bonuses. That means you get the bonus and they get the bonus as long as they're making these ranks. They can receive a $30 executive bonus up to 2 times, a $40 senior executive bonus up to 3 times, and a $100 bronze bonus up to 6 times. So it's a fantastic way to help somebody get to their rank and maintain their rank consistently. And if you can maintain a rank of senior executive and bronze for 3 weeks as you're bringing on people with the other bonuses as well, you should really be able to build yourself into a gold and a platinum and beyond.
Yeah, and this, guys, remember, this is the same thing. This did not change from last week. We talked about it then. What this does is two things. One is it allows someone to make $780 relatively early in their career, and most importantly, it rewards people for doing the right behavior. So as opposed to that $500 bronze one-time thing where we had people just trying to get it one time and then they weren't qualifying, now we've increased it to $600, but spread it, you can $100 6 times. So we're actually developing true qualified bronze who stay qualified. Executives and senior executives who stay qualified. We're doing the right behavior, which is we're showing people how to build a customer base and duplicate themselves and create a stable, secure business.
Absolutely. Let's go to the next slide, please, Mariana. Rank bonuses. They were a little anemic before. We wanted to give them a little bit of gas to get people excited and moving along. So the monthly rank bonus for bronze has gone to $200, for gold to $500, platinum $750, double platinum $1,000, and diamond is a $2,000 monthly rank bonus. You want to make your rank, you want to get there, and you definitely want to stay there. Staying there is the key to building and rank advancing.
Delicious.
And let's go to the next slide. One of the frustrations with the evolution plan that we've run into often is that early on people were running into some cap problem on the combination of personal group plus team bonus on a weekly basis, and so for those that right side column, we've doubled the cap for the ranks of bronze, gold, and platinum, so that your new team people, as they're building to bronze, gold, and platinum, will have a harder time running into a pay cap, so that they get paid more in those early ranks.
This is a huge win for us. Huge, huge win for people who, in a perfect world, we have a balanced side on the left with a balanced side on the right. In reality, sometimes when and usually by the time you reach platinum or double platinum, they've kind of equaled out. But when you're starting, particularly bronze and gold, we've seen a number of people that have one side take off. They're having trouble keeping up with the other side. And then these caps kicked in, and even though they might have a nice team going on one side, they didn't really make much money because they don't have a balanced structure yet. So this is just another way to say, hey, you brought these people into the business. They're producing this much volume with their customers. We want to increase the money you can earn from it. So this is a huge, huge deal for bronze and gold, I can tell you that.
Absolutely. One more slide. And finally, this is a really big announcement, and it's kind of buried at the end of this slideshow, but it's really crucial. We're telling you now, with the ranks of platinum and higher, once they've been achieved, you can requalify for them by reaching their requirements in a single week. Previously, if you had to go 4 weeks of diamond volume before you rank advance to diamond, and if something happened, there was a natural disaster in your area, you could fall off of that requirement, and then you had to build back to it for 4 weeks. So now, with the USA Founders Plan, you just have to go 1 week again back at that volume to reacquire your rank.
And I will tell you, people in other countries would crawl naked over broken glass and beg to get this feature. And I can tell you, because my phone is blowing up ever since we talked about it on my strategy session yesterday. People all over the world are looking for this. This is just USA Founders Plan. Now, there's a lot of things you're going to see with the plan that we would like to see implemented around the world. But our job is to go out and prove them in the U.S. and show that it produces the right behavior, that people say, wow, I'm only 180 points away from double platinum, and I could get paid at double platinum this week. Again, because they already qualified once, and then let's say it was Christmas week, or they had a death in the family, or something, a natural disaster, like Michael says, and they missed a week. Instead of having to go in 2 weeks or 4 weeks to requalify, they can get paid at rank if they qualify again. So it will give. I think this is one of the things I hope to see around the world, because it will produce the behavior where people won't say, well, I'm not going to get paid at double platinum anyway this week, so I'll wait and try and build it back up next week. They know, wow, if I get that 180 points done tonight, if I get 2 more people enrolled, a couple more people on the Terramote and the no carb and the RGX1, I can get paid at double platinum. So I think this will actually help sales, help volume, and really produce the right behavior.
Absolutely. I'm not sure. I think we're done. I think we're done with the slideshow. That's it, isn't it, Mark? It is. All right. Well, so excellent news, I think, for the field. I just couldn't be more pleased with the direction that we're going. We're hoping that everything that we're doing here, we hope you can see that we're working double overtime to get these changes in, to do the right things for you guys, and to help your team members do the right behaviors so that we can really grow this thing. Because as we go on that path to become a billion-dollar company, to be a top 10 company in network marketing, we need each and every one of you to get there.
Yeah, and here's key points I want you guys in the field to understand. First, Michael told you, back office tomorrow morning, you'll be able to download the new brochure. You're going to see big difference between the old brochure and the new one, because the new one is really designed for your prospects. It's a marketing piece. The old one was more of a description piece. It started with, okay, here's all the glossary terms, here's the index, this is what EF means, this is what PV means, everything. The new one just really is written in everyday language for a prospect. Here's how you can earn with the Fusion plan. You're going to notice it starts, the headline is 13 ways to earn. Used to say 15. Don't think you lost anything. You didn't. We just tried to clean it up. We had like 3 or 4 different retail bonuses. There was called extra discount, extra percent on this. We just put them all together and said that's retail profit. So we tried to make it easier to present when you're at a coffee shop with someone explaining the business, or if somebody watches a video, they'll get it. Believe me, we did not reduce the payout. We did not make the compensation plan less. This is a huge, huge increase, and it is the sexiest plan in the world. Like I say, people in the other countries would kill for this plan. So you'll notice that, download that tomorrow morning, 13 ways to earn. The big 4 things I want you to recognize of these changes, number 1 is the rank bonus. Increasing those, bronze 200, gold 500, platinum 750 every month. That's very sexy, and it puts us in a very strong competitive position with other companies. The second thing is this new builder bonus, where people can make $780 by helping someone develop their business and produce the right behavior. This is a huge upgrade, and you can really go to town with this. The other 2 things, number 3 and number 4, number 3 is the double of the caps at the beginning for the bronze and the gold and the platinum. This is huge. This might be the biggest thing in the whole plan in terms of just getting people really going and getting them at a point where gold and bronze and platinum, that they really start to have a viable business. And the people who are doing it in a serious way have now dramatically increased the income that they can make at those early stages. And the 4th thing is this requalifying thing, where once you become a double platinum, you don't have, if you miss a week, you don't have to take 2 weeks to get it again, or diamond, you don't have to take 4 weeks again. Again, just another thing to make us more competitive in the marketplace. We have the most competitive product line in network marketing. There's never been a company since 1956 that had a more competitive product line. They're unique, They're exclusive, they're highly consumable, they're demonstrable, they produce tangible results, they taste great, and they're priced amazing. So we have the most competitive product line. Now with this Founders Plan, we've got a very, very competitive pay plan. So what I'm going to ask you as a field leader is, Alvaro has invested heavily in it. This would put us over the cap, trust me. We're already at the cap. So this is extra money that Alvaro is investing in the leadership in the United States because he believes in us. So let's reward the faith that he has for us and go out and build this big and show him exactly what we can do here in the United States.
All right. I'm completely done. I know Mariana's done. Randy, thank you so much for being with us tonight, giving us the field perspective, always edifying. And everybody, you've got your marching orders. Let's get this done. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you at the next Success Night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.